Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and today we're going to talk about the Redmi Note 12 Pro series devices which were launched in India. Now the Redmi Note series has been extremely popular in India. It's not just India alone, it's globally very popular devices. So this time around the Note 12 series, there are three devices as of now: the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus 5G, the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G, and the Redmi Note 12 5G. Now we have the two Pro devices, the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus 5G and the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. Now what are the differences between these two devices? Now obviously there is a price difference, and the Pro Plus 5G is a bit more expensive than the Pro 5G. Now what are the changes or what are the differences between these two devices? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. So before getting into the video, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's begin the comparison of the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus 5G with the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. In fact, we are not doing a detailed comparison here. We'll highlight what are the differences and what all areas these two devices differ in terms of hardware and features. So first of all, the design. Now design is one thing which both of these devices have different. Now we can see that the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus 5G has a curved back panel. Now you can see that this is curved back panel, this is glass finishing. Now the camera unit is again a metal frame. Now you can see that the thickness is also slightly higher on the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus 5G. Now on the other hand, the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G has a flat back panel. Now this is again glass, but this is a flat back panel compared to the curved on the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus 5G. Now here again the camera unit looks really nice. It's almost similar in terms of design, the camera unit. Now we have the Redmi 5G branding at the bottom. Now in terms of other aspect, almost similar. We have the 3.5mm audio jack, dual stereo speakers, USB Type-C port. The SIM tray is also located at the bottom. Now we have a power button integrating as the fingerprint scanner, then volume rocker keys. Almost everything remains the same. Now there is a difference in terms of the weight and thickness. Now the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus 5G is around 207 grams or 208 grams. Now this is just 187 grams. So almost 20 grams lighter is the Pro 5G compared to the Pro Plus 5G. Now thickness wise, this is less than 8mm. This is slightly more than 8mm. So again, the lightweight aspect, if you take that into consideration, the Pro 5G is lighter than the Pro Plus 5G and also slimmer than the Pro Plus 5G. So that's the design aspect. Now both of these have glass finishes. The display is also protected by Gorilla Glass. Both are toughened glass, so there isn't any major difference in terms of material and finishing, but this definitely feels a bit more heavy. Now in terms of display experience, now here we don't see any differences actually. In fact, both of these devices have exact display specification. Both are 10-bit AMOLED panels, 120Hz refresh rate. Both have great viewing experience. The quality looks really great, and if you're a person who loves watching a lot of movies, these are two really great displays out there. Excellent touch response, and these support wideband L1 as well. HDR support is there. Then Dolby Vision is there. Dolby Atmos in case you want to listen to a lot of movies and songs, so Dolby Atmos is also supported. So everything looks very similar in terms of display on both these devices, and both are protected by Corning Gorilla Glass. Now let's move on to the software. Again, no difference. Both are MIUI 13, Android 12, and exact same UI, no differences. Now processor also exact same processor, the Dimensity 1080. This is the new chip from Dimensity 6nm chip, and both perform really well. Now we have 8GB RAM variant. That's a maximum on the Pro 5G, while the Pro Plus 5G has 12GB RAM. So in case you want that 12GB RAM, again 8GB RAM should be more than enough for most use cases, but in case you really want that 12GB RAM, then probably the Pro Plus 5G offers that. The Pro doesn't offer 12GB RAM. So that's another difference. Now apart from that, if you look at the cameras, that's where the major difference comes in. Now we have a 50 megapixel Sony IMX766 sensor, the primary sensor with f1.8 aperture. Now here we have the Pro Plus 5G has the 200 megapixel Samsung HPX sensor. This is f1.65 aperture. It's a larger aperture and it's a larger sensor too. Now both of these sensors are really good. Now you can't say that the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G has just a 50 megapixel camera, but it is one of the really good sensors out there. It's a Sony IMX sensor. Now here we have a new sensor. This is the first time we are seeing the Samsung HPX sensor, the 200 megapixel. You get the 200 megapixel mode as well. Now the secondary camera and the third cameras are exactly the same, 8 megapixel and 2 megapixel macro. Selfies are also exactly the same, 16 megapixel. So only the primary camera differs. Now is it really worth going for the 200 megapixel? I'd probably say yes, because while the details are quite similar on both these devices, it does have slightly better overall quality in terms of daylight shots, especially in terms of low light and night experience. That's where we felt that it was bringing kind of really true night mode capabilities. The Sony IMX 766 is also really good, but that extra advantage you get with the 200 megapixel sensor, this is slightly better in terms of overall photography experience. So that's where the camera stands. Now if you want the best camera out there, probably I would suggest you to go with the 200 megapixel on the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus 5G. That's what we feel, but again if you test for more condition, maybe there isn't much of a difference, but in our testing there is definitely a slight difference between these two devices, especially in the night mode. That's where the results are more pronounced. So that's the camera aspect. Now finally moving on to the battery. Now here we have a 4980 milliamp hour battery, just 20 milliamp hour lesser than 5000, while we have 5000 milliamp hour on the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. Now the faster charging is where these two devices differ again. Now we have 120 watt hypercharge, which takes 1 to 100% just 19 minutes. Remember, the hypercharge was not a new technology. It was launched last year with the Xiaomi Mi 11 hypercharge. Now this is very fast, 5000 milliamp hour battery, just 19 minutes it takes. We have in fact tested, you can check out that video where we have got almost similar results. Now here we have 67 watt charging, which takes around 45 to 50 minutes on an average. It's not slow by any means, but this takes almost half the time of this Redmi Pro 5G in terms of charging. So 67 watt charging versus 120 watt. So again the choice is yours. Now many of you might think 120 watt charging might damage the battery or kind of issues it might have, the safety issues, but Redmi has taken care of all those things. There are 34 safety measures put in place for this hypercharge, so you don't have to worry that it's pretty safe in terms of charging technology. So if you want faster charging, obviously the Redmi Note Pro Plus 12 Pro Plus 5G is the one to go. So that's the differences between these two devices. Obviously the Pro Plus 5G is slightly more priced than the Pro 5G because of these two main reasons. Main reason is the hypercharge and the 200 megapixel camera and the curved back panel. Rest all remains almost the same in terms of hardware. So if you want to buy a new Redmi Note 12 Pro device, which one should you choose? But again, that depends upon user to user. This is a well-rounded device. The Pro 5G is a very good device, all-round package. But if you still want that faster charging and the slightly higher resolution or higher megapixel camera, especially for low light photography, then we would suggest you to go with the Pro Plus 5G. So that was our quick comparison of the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G and the Pro Plus 5G. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. In case you have any more questions on this, drop us a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with your questions. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. Hoping to see you in the next video. Have a great day.